So right now I've been noticing there's some talk about Ashli Babbitt, and in part it's because something her husband had said. He's asking for questions to be answered. In part, Putin actually brought up Ashli Babbitt. And I'm like, now? Now there are people on the right who suddenly want to talk about Ashli Babbitt. Like, Ashli Babbitt has been dead since January 6th. We watched Ashli Babbitt get killed by police. Now you're worried about it? Now, there's a couple of things about this that are troubling me. One, I get that some people on the left, some people who are not on the right, are being sarcastic in their speech that, oh, she should have just complied. However, there are some people that genuinely mean it. And these are people on the left who, in most other cases, are saying, oh, police brutality, police excessive force, police murders, this shouldn't be happening. You know, you don't have to like somebody to think that they shouldn't have been murdered by police, because Ashli Babbitt was unarmed. Ashli Babbitt was trespassing. Getting a death sentence for trespassing is not acceptable. It's not. And if you're sitting here saying, oh, well, she shouldn't have stormed the Capitol, what happens the next time some young black man, some young black woman is killed for trespassing? Like, we have to stay consistent. But the same thing goes to the people on the right. Because any other time, you're making excuses for the police. Any other time, you're making excuses how, oh, obey the law. You should just comply. Play stupid games, win stupid. Like, you'll all sound like some idiots. You'll all sound like some fools right now. Stop it. Let's have some consistency. Realize, for those of you on the right who think that this is bad, this shouldn't have happened. Yes, I agree with you. It shouldn't have happened. Ashli Babbitt should still be alive. She should not have been shot by that police officer. She was not armed, and she was not an imminent threat to anybody. We watched it on video. But keep this same energy when we're talking about other victims of police violence. Don't switch up. Because if we want to stop this, then we have to be consistent, not just because the person was voted for who we wanted them to vote for. Not just because, oh, they were a fellow Republican. Not just because they were a fellow Democrat. We need to be consistent because it's the people against the system. Realize that. Realize, because this is one thing that especially to you, those of you on the right, should now be realizing. After dealing with a year of lockdown, of these mask mandates, of businesses being shut down, right now you should understand, wow, wait a minute, this government is too powerful. Man, our freedoms are at risk. Like, we are a lot closer to tyranny than we realize. Yes, this is what we've been trying to tell you. You have now witnessed firsthand. Don't switch up. Don't suddenly now say, okay, Ashli Babbitt, oh, we need to do something. And then the next time, it's some young black kid. Oh, well, you should just obey the law. Stop resisting. If you just follow the cops' orders, you'd still be alive. Don't be stupid, because you'll sound like idiots. If you're mad about Ashli Babbitt, but you want to make excuses for these cops every time some young black person is killed, stop it. Stop it. And to those of you on the left, keep it consistent. She was unarmed. There's no reason for that woman to be dead. Let's keep the same energy. Let's keep the pressure on these people and stop letting these Democratic politicians change the narrative now. Because when their safety is allegedly at risk, suddenly, oh yeah, anything goes. That's absurd. Like, who are they? They are not special. They're supposed to be serving us, not ruling over us. But now that their safety was allegedly in danger, and she was nowhere near any of them, stop it. Now it's okay. Now you can shoot an unarmed person who is no imminent threat to anyone. No. There needs to be consistency. And if those of you on the right actually care about Ashli Babbitt, then you need to be protesting. You need to be doing more than just complaining on Twitter. You need to get out in the streets and start protesting. March on the Capitol. March. Don't riot, just march. Do a march for Ashli. Invite other groups that have been protesting against police brutality to see if they will join you, because I guarantee you some of them will. I guarantee you. And guess what will happen if the government, listen to this, listen very closely to this. Guess what will happen if those politicians see MAGA and BLM out in front of the Capitol protesting together? They will fear the people, as they should. If we want results, we've got to stop falling for the stupid culture wars that are dividing us. Correction, that we are allowing to divide us and keep us at odds, and realize that we have the same enemy. If those of you on the right are truly concerned and are truly angry, outraged at Ashli Babbitt's death, stand up. Start making protests. Start making noise. Do more than Twitter. Twitter is not going to do it. Get out there, start making noise, but at the same time, reach across the aisle. Reach out to BLM. Reach out to Antifa. Well, at least reach out to BLM. I'm not sure how reach out to Antifa and see if they're willing to, because Antifa is not necessarily the anti-police brutality group. BLM is. And so, and I'll say like there's local BLM groups, but reach out to police brutality activists and see if y'all can meet on common ground. Because I guarantee you there are some who will. I guarantee you there are people who have been protesting other incidences of police brutality who will join with you in marching and protesting Ashli Babbitt's death, and the fact that the government is just trying to act like nothing happened and it doesn't matter. Don't allow it. Do not allow them to pretend her death doesn't matter. But then you have to keep it consistent, because there's going to be more instances, because there are going to be more instances of police brutality. And guess what? If those same people that show up for Ashli Babbitt come to you saying, hey, this was a bad shoot, we want your support. You've got to be able to stand up and say, yeah, we got you. We're with you. That's what we need to be doing together. If you like the content, you like the channel, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the the thumbs up button, like, share. And like I said, I mean, we've got to be smarter about our approach to everything and stop letting foolishness get in the way. If you disagree with what I'm saying and you think, no, Ashli Babbitt is a bad shooting, every other shooting has been justified and is good, and back to blue, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. But in the comment section, write why, and I will address it either in the comment section or in a future video. I'll see you next time.